Hey, welcome. We're doing a vlog today at SeaWorld Orlando. Behind me is Pipeline. This is our first stop. This is my first time at SeaWorld Orlando, and there are quite a few good roller coasters here, stuff I've never seen before. So, what's to know about Pipeline? B&M stand-up coaster, surf coaster, new type of stand-up coaster. The seats move up and down with the ride, so you know, it's more comfortable. It's a 5-minute queue, so I'm gonna get on this straight away and we're gonna see how it goes. Pipeline, as you can see behind me, is a launched coaster with one inversion. It is a stand-up, which I've never tried before, so that's gonna be something new. And it's a good place to start. It's one of the newer rides here. It's like the second newest attraction. Whoa! Oh, look, 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 look. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks fun. Great place to start our day at SeaWorld. We've got 8 hours of park open. 9 tend to get a lot done because I bought fast passes. So, gonna wait for the front, see you on the other side. That was Pipeline. That was insane. I've never done a standing coaster before, but this was something else. Like every airtime hill, like the seat you're on lifts up, and so your feet just aren't on the floor, so you're just flying up. It is amazing. And going upside down with the standing coaster as well is just crazy. That was a great way to start the day. I don't know where I'm going next. I might head around to Icebreaker, or I might head back towards Manta. I'm not sure yet. But wow, what a start. In fact, the queue's still 5 minutes. I might go get a back row ride on this again. Just did Pipeline again, back row this time. Bloody brilliant. Really nothing like it in England, so it's just really cool to have different experiences over here. That I mean, we had one stand-up coaster in England, and they've converted it into a sit-down coaster. So, and I never got to do it. That is something else. The amount of like ejector air time you get on those hills when you're standing, and your seat just lifts and you're not even on the floor is brilliant. I haven't seen Icebreaker running yet, so I might go over to Manta, but honestly, amazing ride. Definitely check out Pipeline next time you're around SeaWorld. Brilliant stuff. So I told you earlier, I came to SeaWorld once when I was 5. Obviously I couldn't go on anything. So this is basically the first time I've been here since I can go on the coasters, and Pipeline was a great start to the day. Obviously you might see around, like there's all sorts of Halloween setup and whatever for the Hallow Scream event. Hold on. But yeah, so amazing stuff so far. Gonna go on Manta now when I can find it. I really don't know the layout of this place. But yeah, Manta should be good. It's a flying coaster, B&M Flyer, similar to Galactica except bigger. And like all other B&Ms except Galactica, it has that pretzel loop. If you don't know what that is, that's it's the shape of a pretzel. It has a little dip over, and then it kind of does a whole downwards loop, back up, and then kind of over. So it's a very intense maneuver on a flying coaster, but I've heard it's really smooth. So we'll see how it is. But this is what I'm probably most excited for here, so I'm really hoping it's good. Manta. It's just climbing the lift hill now. And this here on the right, that's the pretzel loop I was talking about. That's very intense. So this is much bigger than like Galactica and whatever at Alton. See if I can get a good angle of this pretzel loop. Yeah, the pretzel loop's supposed to be one of the most intense elements of a roller coaster. Can't wait to try it. Heading on up to Manta. I've got the fast pass for all the big rides, like unlimited, except one for Pipeline, one for Penguin Trek. So we're just heading up to Manta now. Real good. Hoping it's amazing. You can't see me. Manta was insane. That pretzel loop is every bit as intense as I say it is. Wow. That does make you almost grey out. It's intense. I'm just gonna make my way over to Penguin Trek if it's a short queue and hop on it. If it's not short, I don't know, I've got one fast pass for it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it yet. Wow, Manta was good. Definitely coming back to that later. Flying coasters are just amazing anyway, but wow, that pretzel loop. If only Galactica had one of those. That's 3 rides already. Let's go check out Penguin Trek. I won't be riding this unless it tips it down like crazy because I don't intend on getting wet. This is Journey to Atlantis. Technically, it's a cred. There is a bit of water coaster track in there. I don't know if one's gonna come around. Anyway, I'm now going to be going on Penguin Trek should the queue be short enough. We'll see what happens. This is brand new. This opened a couple of months ago. May, June, maybe July. I don't know. It's a family-friendly launch coaster. Pretty, it's 5 minutes, so we're just gonna go straight on it. But it's a pretty easy-going one. It's for families and whatever. Bit of a rest after Manta, I guess. But after this, I'm gonna hit Kraken. But I'll check back in afterwards. But I mean, this looks amazing. It's a really nice setup. Loading station right down there. So yeah, 5 minutes. It's really quiet at the park today. Really, really quiet, which is beneficial. But I feel like I made a bad move paying for fast passes. It's so empty. I don't know. I might get busier later. But either way, this should be fun. That was certainly a family ride. That was very tame. It was a good little rest though. Then afterwards you got to see the penguins, which was very cold, very cold in there, and stank of fish. But yeah, so overall, solid experience. I would say it's a good launch coaster. It's like the first one to take your kids on, but I'm up for bigger stuff, and we're now heading to the Kraken. It's a 20-minute queue, so I'm going to use my unlimited fast pass on this to blitz right on through and hopefully get front row. This is a B&M floorless coaster, so kind of a typical B&M layout. It's just the vehicle has no floor. Yeah, your feet just dangling. Yeah, it's relatively big, I guess, but yeah, so it should be quite good. I've never done a floorless coaster before, so that'll be a new experience to add to the list. Great stuff, great stuff. It's only operating with one train today, which is quite slow. Oh, here we go, they're coming in. Kraken was solid, got row 2. A little bit shaky, just a little bit. But overall, really fun. I think the next stop is Mako. This is probably the only one I'm actually a little afraid of. But been good so far. So far, that's 2 rides on Pipeline, Manta, Penguin Trek, and Kraken. That's 5 rides. So now we're gonna head to Mako. So we are currently heading over to Mako. Mako is the only hyper coaster in Orlando. It is exactly 200 feet tall, only just making it a hyper coaster. It's one of B&M hyper models. On paper, these models don't really interest me. It's just some airtime hills, a couple of bank turns, and height and speed. There's nothing like fancy about them, but I've never been on one, so now I can go on it and see if it's better than I think it is. But on paper, I'm not exactly thrilled by it per se. However, I don't know, it's quite scary. I think the thing with going up 200 feet like really slowly and then going over is like a whole thing. Like I've been on Stealth, that's 205, but you know, you launch your way up there, it's over before you know it, it's over in like 12 seconds. So we'll see how this goes. Mako. named after the type of shark. And after that, not much more to do until I've done everything, and then I can go and do re-rides and get food and drink. Because I am getting thirsty. It's a hot day here in Florida. Very hot. It's good. The roller coasters keep you cool and whatever, and the indoor buildings are cool. Now, I have no idea which way I need to go to get a Mako. I think I backtracked a whole bunch that I didn't really need to backtrack. But, yeah, I don't really know the park well. It's, okay, Mako's this way. Of course, we should be there soon enough. But yeah, it'll be a fun experience. I'll be, ride number 6 today. 5th different roller coaster. And then I just got to head on Icebreaker to get all the major ones done. Yeah. Tired already. It's almost 12 o'clock. Park's been open about just shy of 2 hours. And I've gotten 5 rides done in 2 hours. That's pretty solid. This place is huge. Alright, right in the B&M Hyper. Front row. Yay. I'll take back what I said about the B&M Hyper coaster. That was absolute monster. Spun on it twice, front row and second row. Amazing. Just Icebreaker and then we've done all the big rides. Wow. That is an airtime insanity right there, honestly. Seal of approval. I can't believe just how intense Mako was. I didn't realize going onto it that it was just lap bars. So you really got all that airtime and all that free movement of the upper body without having the shoulder restraints. Yeah, Mako's pretty good. I'm gonna have to go on everything a few times to decide what's best, but Mako's a contender. I mean, yeah, it doesn't go upside down, but oh, that is intense. So far, I'd say top 3 out of the 5 coasters I've done is Pipeline, Mako, and Manta. But I'm just heading around to Icebreaker. It's a little bit of a way away, but we're gonna get there. I'm just walking past Infinity Falls. I don't intend on going on that. I don't want to get wet. It's not like the biggest river raft ride drop in the world, and I don't know, if it's as wet as the Popeye ride at Universal, then I ain't gonna dry off at all today if I go on that thing. So ain't worth it. Not in these trainers. I'm not wrecking these trainers. So I gotta find my way around to Icebreaker. Man, it's 12:12, and I've been on 7 rides. I did 2 re-rides, so I could probably have done more, but I want to get everything done first. Then maybe get a drink, possibly some food, use the toilet, and then go around and do everything again a couple of times each time. So it's just the priorities, make sure everything got done. There are shows as well, and I can get reserved seating at these shows with my Fast Pass. Fast Pass has not been necessary that much today because all the queue's been dead, but it did save me 20 minutes on the Kraken, so, you know, Fast Pass win. Oh, okay. Guess we're taking a detour through Sesame Street Land. You know what? There is a kiddie coaster, Super Grover's Boxcar Derby. You got families with you. It's a good starter coaster for them. I've heard it's better than the other kiddie coasters, like what was Woody Woodpecker and our Troller Coaster. Better than like Octonauts at CBeebies, Battle and Power Flight at the Hippogriff. I'm gonna go on it anyway because a cred is a cred. Oh, but that's going to be my 50th cred. That is tragic. Okay. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. And then Icebreaker could be 51. I mean, as an enthusiast, I should be having more creds than that, but 51 is solid. Oh, man. It is an absolute scorcher today in Orlando. But wow. Oh, brilliant thing. Up on Mako at the very top, I can see my hotel from up there. We're like 10 minutes away from SeaWorld. Oh man, great day so far. Absolutely loving it. Brilliant. Cred number 50. Probably a bad one to pick as my 50th, but we're doing it. the roller coaster gods have decided that that will not be my 50th cred. The ride is closed at the moment, so number 50 is going to be Icebreaker. Personally, I think Icebreaker is a much better 50th roller coaster than that, but... Okay. I got a burger place that might pop there afterwards. Icebreaker, I don't know, I think it's premier rides. It's got a bunch of forward and backwards, big like 100-degree spike backwards, steep top hat with like a vertical thing. Kind of like, still a family coaster, but hey, it looks fun. I'm gonna get back row on this one so I get as much of that 100-degree spike as possible. You know, trying to get all the best rows here. It's 5 minutes. I'm looking at the car and there's one person in it. This thing is dead. The park is just dead. I don't know why. Kraken is only busy because they're only running one train for some reason. I don't know, they're lowballing. But yeah, so we're gonna head on to Icebreaker now for my 50th roller coaster. Yay! That is steep. Whoa. Icebreaker number 50. Wow. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I'm happy that was my 50th roller coaster. Welcome back. Yeah, that was good. So you start here on a little slidey track. It launches you back, forth, back to the top of that spike, which on back row, you really feel that 100-degree. Then up over that small but steep top hat into a bunch of airtime hills. Wow. Solid ride. Solid number 50. That was Super Grover. That was Super Grover. Coda Star. It was, you know, typical kiddie coaster. It was a kiddie coaster. Can't really say much else about it. Good to take your kids on, I guess. Real good starter coaster. Men, watch where you're sitting. That's all I can say. That almost ended really painfully. But I've now done all the roller coasters here, and it's only 12:45. We got 5 hours 15 left. Oh God, if it was 6 days later, I could get a beer right now. America drinking bowls are the dumbest thing. I'd love a beer right now. Gotta find somewhere to have a drink and sit down, and then we'll get back to doing more rides. So, yay. After a quick stop for a drink, an overpriced Powerade, we're going back on Pipeline again. If the queue's short, I'll just queue. If it's long, I'll use my one fast pass for it. But that's the nice part, is now I can kind of do everything again. Just do a whole nother lap of the place. Yeah. I did Grover. So I've done everything. I'm gonna give everything a couple more goes. And then we'll see how we rank everything at the end, okay? But back on to the Pipeline. Just hit a Pipeline another 2 times. It's a total of 4 on Pipeline and a total of 11 rides overall. It's still 5 minutes, still haven't had to use my fast pass on it, but I want to make sure I get good rides on the other stuff. They let me straight back on without re-queuing. I just got straight back on in the station, same seat. I think now I'm going to try and do Manta a couple more times, maybe Penguin Trek and then Kraken. Or maybe Penguin Trek first to get out the way with, I don't know. I'm going to go do some more re-rides. But yeah, Pipeline, back row both times there for the attempt 3 and 4. So much airtime is crazy. Even just on this first little hill of the launch, just the way it just kind of drinks you up, you know. Airtime is just great on this thing. Gotta love it. It's probably won't get back to Pipeline for a while, but who knows. Might be able to do some more today. We've still got over, we're not even halfway through the park day yet. I might get more on here. I'm getting so much out of my money for this. It's, we love it. Wow. Now, there are some dark clouds over in the distance. I'm hoping those stay away, and that they blow some other way, or at least if it does rain, it's intermittent, hopefully. But yeah, on to more stuff. Right, after 3 more rides on Manta, that takes us to 14 rides total today, and it is almost 2 o'clock. We're almost halfway through the day. Theoretically, I could get like 30 rides done plus. I'm gonna go to Penguin Trek. If it's busy, I'll fast pass it. If not, I'll just regular queue. Might only do Penguin Trek once more, I don't know, and then we'll go to Kraken and do that a couple more times. So I went into Penguin Trek and the ride went down, everything went down because of the weather. So I was stuck indoors, no internet or anything. And then the ride came back up because the storm passed. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get on front row. I got on front row of Penguin Trek, which starts indoors, mind you. I had no idea what the weather outside was doing. So, we go through the indoor bit, we get to the launch outwards, and it is raining hard. And I'm on the front row. So we launched into it, and it was painful. There's just these massive globules of rain just belting you. I got so soaked, and it was like, it smacked my eyes so intensely. That was just absolutely insane, honestly. Anyway, I'm entering the queue to Kraken. It is down because of weather, but if it reopens before 4, I do want to get on it again. Because for some reason, this one's closing at 4. Not sure why. Well, I had to wait a fair amount to get on Kraken, but it did reopen, so I went on it 3 times, 2 of which were on the back row. So now I've done Kraken 4 times as well. The last train's about to depart. For some reason, it shuts at 4. So, yeah, I'm probably going to head round to Mako again. Do 2 more on that. Everything seems to be reopening, which is good. Well, obviously, except Kraken, that's closing. But yeah, it was pretty fun. I went on back on 2 of those, and it was surprisingly not bumpy or anything like Hulk is. I mean, it had the rattle, you know, that kind of B&M rattle that it gets, but it wasn't rough, not headbangy or anything. But yeah, so that's closed now. Oh, yep, yeah, I think everything's running again. So we're gonna head round to Mako, do that twice. Then maybe go do Icebreaker 3 times, so I've done everything 4 times. Except Penguin Trek. I don't feel like I need to do that one more. In fact, I might just do Icebreaker 1 more time, and then I'll see which ones I want to do for maybe a run number 5. But we're going for a good amount today. So, 4 Pipeline, 4 Manta, that's 8, 2 Penguin Trek, that's 10, 4 Kraken is 14, 2 Mako is 16, 2 Mako is 16, 1 Icebreaker is 17, and Grover is 18. So I've successfully been on 18 rides. 18's not bad, especially when everything's shut for an hour. But we're gonna try and get as much done as we can. Yeah, overall, good day at SeaWorld. Just a bit bad about the rain. 2 rides on Mako done. That takes our total today up to 20 rides. Now, gonna head to Icebreaker for another one. And then maybe do Manta and Mako again. I'm really torn between which one I prefer. Mako's obviously got a lot more force, a lot more speed, a lot more height. Manta's got the inversions and that pretzel loop, so I do like flying coasters. So I'm really not sure which one I prefer yet. I'm gonna do 1 more ride in each, I think, after I've done Icebreaker, and we'll see. We'll break the ice and see which one I thought was better. But Yeah, we're having a very, very eventful day today. And I've still got 1 hour and 25 minutes left to get stuff done. Lovely. And then afterwards, 6 o'clock, Universal Halloween Horror Nights. Long day. Yeah, just the once more an icebreaker was enough. The dispatch speed is very slow on this thing, and I'm not going to wait around. So I'm going to head back. I'm going to do Mako one more time. Then I'm going to do Manta. Then I'm just going to check out the gift shops. See if I can get me some merch. That was ride number 21. Yeah, so let's get some more. Oh, that was crazy. So, instead I went on Pipeline for another ride, then Manta, ran to Mako because apparently it was closed, but it was open, so I went on Mako twice. I think that's my totals now, 24 or 25 for the day. I'll count again in a bit. But yeah, very successful day at SeaWorld despite the rain. Couldn't be happier. Honestly, wonderful day. Okay, so I went on Pipeline 5 times, Manta 5 times, and Mako 6 times. So that takes us to 16. I went on Kraken 4 times, that takes us to 20. I went on Penguin Trek twice, that's 22. Icebreaker twice, that's 24. And Super Grover's Boxcar Derby once. So that means 25 roller coasters in one day. That is definitely a coaster head record, and this is probably the most successful theme park day I've had. And we've not even got to the second half of today, which is when I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights. This has just been the most insane day. Honestly, I have loved SeaWorld. Big shout out to my nan Big shout out to my nan and David. They got me these tickets for my 21st birthday. Very grateful. I'm just gonna pop to the main store and see about buying some merch to remember this day. Obviously, I've got this vlog to help me remember, but it'd be nice to have merch. Honestly, just brilliantly successful day today. Cannot complain, even with the little bit of rain we encountered for like an hour. It was we still got a lot done. So results. Not even rain stops me. And that penguin trek in the rain was intense. It is now 6 o'clock, so I'm definitely not getting on anything else. But wow. Yes, I did go Pipeline, Manta, and I did go on Mako again, intending to do it only the 5 times. But the 2 people next to me wanted to do it again, and they was like, "Do you want to stay on, or should we move and let you off?" And I was like, "Let's just do it again." Oh, that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I still can't decide if I like Mako or Manta more, but I mean, I have to ponder it. Both are good. SeaWorld's now closed. I made it 10 till 6. And I've eaten nothing. I'm so dead. I'm gonna need to get a bit of food before Halloween Horror Nights. Overall, I'd say it's a really good park. We've got good stuff for families. You got Grover, you got Penguin Trek, you got Icebreaker. You got the 4 other rides that are a bit bigger for everyone else. I think overall it's just a really good park for kind of all different age ranges. And obviously if you like sea life, they got that everywhere as well. I don't actually know which way the exit is. But yes, they got lots of really good stuff for any age, really. It's a really good variety. A lot of stuff we don't get back home. So, can't complain. I would say my only criticism really is that the food and drink are very expensive and you're not allowed to bring out outside food and drink. So I suggest running on no food for the whole day if you can. That's what I did. If you need drink, just get like a really basic soft drink or something, but everything's expensive. But other than that, really great park. Would recommend, would do again. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up this this vlog. I'm gonna do Halloween Horror Nights tonight separately if I do any vlogging from there. But yeah, wonderful day. let's finish off with this final shot of Manta here. This is where it does a little flyover with the water that shoots up, and it does get you a little wet on the rides, but that's okay, unless you're on the front row. But yeah, wonderful ride. Thanks for watching and ciao. Today I got myself a little model of Manta that I can make, so there you go, there's my memorabilia. Wonderful day.